we're getting little bites. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. When you fish for bass, you spend a lot of time looking at rod tips and all sorts of weather. But you'll know about it when they hit the bait, that's for sure. Keep that rod tip quite high because of that surf. It's a nice surf today in places, good for surfers. Not sure it's going to be so good for the bass because it's sort of flattened out a bit. Oh, just in a hole there, 20 metres out to the right. I'll be honest, it's not the smoothest winch on this rod. This is the Penn Tidal, casts really well, nice solid rod. It's a little bit tricky to get that to tighten up quickly, but right. So there is out there a little. So we're going to try and put this one right out to the left of that rock, probably straight into a snag, but we're going to persevere, just give it a go. Might have to retrieve it in quite quickly. There's obviously a reef here. When I say reef, I mean rocks, you know. We'll try and put it there where that wave's breaking now, to the left. I just want to pick up a little bit of live bait really, or sole. This isn't the ideal rig, to be honest, for this snaggy ground, but I've just got loads made up, so might as well use it. £170 lead. I normally carry about 3 of these and 3 of the lighter ones. For this sort of fishing. So lead on the bottom, and then this is a Cascade rig. These little size 1 hooks, I think, looks like it. And we'll just tip this with a bit of lug. There is a chance of a sole, normally a nighttime fish, but let's give this a go. Just coming up to low tide on a neap tide, so again, not the best tides, but as soon as that tide turns, it's usually a good state to go with. It's a Cascade rig. Nice and neat, isn't it? Let's see if it comes back from that snag though. One out to the left is the small baits, and then one to the right is a bigger bait in close, bass and conger. It's all great in theory, isn't it? This sort of fishing really is a waiting game. Amazing how quickly the weather changes in this country, isn't it? It's good out there, isn't it? Well, because there's loads of little holes and rocks and snags here, I want to get as close as I can to the weight, so I'm just going to walk down and get as close as I can before I winch it in quickly. If it's not snagged, let's have a look. I'm going to let that develop up there, and then we'll have a look, see what you think, see if you were right. Looking at the other rod and then timing it with these. I mean, this is called surf down here in Sussex, not in Cornwall, but that's a little bit of surfer coming in over there. Just timing the plucks with, because it's coming along, the line's running parallel to the wave, so it will drag that a bit, even though it's braid on there, I think. Yeah, braid. Yeah. So I'll bring that in, the one on the right, but I don't think there's fish on there. I think that's a spider crab. Let's see who's right. Can't blame my knot tying there. Snipped off maybe? I don't know, let's put another rig on. There's a whopper of a pouting for here. Look at that. Lovely. Too big for a bass bait. Look at that. Huh. Because I want something a bit, I want a pouting but not one this big. Let's see if we can get put him back. They're usually quite robust. So the bait's coming back and obviously being chewed up a bit. I tend to just thread that further up the line and then put a fresh bit on the hook. I say fresh, but these are a little bit sticky, these ones. I just wouldn't mind a smaller pouting or a bonus sole. But it's a good thing about having two rods out. Change your chances. Tide's turning now. Live bait rig ready to go. I'll just clip onto the rod with the lug on it. I'm swapping over a bait rod for a the live bait rod. Right, peak time for fishing, next half hour. Are they little taps? Oh, a grey old day. It's worth bringing that in, hopefully a small pout. Probably deserving of a pennel rig. That should be alright. I'm going to show you what a spider crab bite looks like. Look at the rod on the right, furthest away. Can you pick that out? That's a f***ing spider crab. some mussels, mussel shells being washed up. Yay! Oh, lovely. Ooh. That's a lovely great bass. I absolutely love them. And we got one. Oh, that's perked me up, isn't it? Straight back in with the 2 lugworm and put it in the same place. This was at quite a bit of a distance, wasn't it? So try and put it in the same spot, have another go. These bass sometimes swim in shoals, so let's give it a go. Try and put it in that same place. Ah, is that a little bite there? Slack line maybe. We're getting little bites. Little taps there. That was a bass tap at distance. Love it when the sky goes purple like this. Time to hold the rod. bass again. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. So this one, about 42 centimetres, we'll put him back. So I'd love you to subscribe if you haven't done already. I have been asking recently. It is a really good way to stay in contact with what's being caught. So please subscribe, press the bell icon underneath. Yeah, subscribe, why not? So that was a good little session, wasn't it? The pouting was, you know, really quite intriguing for me. I've never had one that big. And then a couple of bass, always happy with a bass. Slackline bite on the first one, and they were both at maximum distance really. I had to bring them up and play them up in the water. Luckily for us today, bass don't dive down deep and hide themselves in the rocks really, so once I had that up, it was a case of bringing the fish in. Yeah, I kept one for tea and we've let one go. So thanks for watching. There's another bass that we caught there if you're into that sort of fishing.